Okay, Amara's having some tech issues, but let me make sure that Regina knows we've gone live. Regina's great. It's like 6 a.m. her time, and I would never.
Yeah. I would be asleep. I am asleep. Look at me right now, sleeping.
Yeah, I don't know what this whole awake thing is we're speaking of.
Never seen it before.
Nope. I have no idea how I have a cat who has taken the entire length of my desk, so I get to work off a part of my desk that's about this big.
Where are your cats, Jess?
Well, now that you talked about cats, she's moving.
I see it. She's a cat? Me?
It's like we're talking about me, right?
Yeah, we're talking about you. Hi, Merlin.
Merlin and Azzy.
Yeah.
And Raja's actually being good. She's over here on her little shelf in the window.
Cute.
You're
People
gonna have to.
are watching you from the shelf.
Actually, she's sleeping. She's just sleeping.
Sleeping fur babies are so cute.
Right?
You're gonna have to go to your perch.
I have to add Amara back to every single screen.
Oh no! Whee!
I want to do this now so I don't drive myself crazy. Amara, you are muted.
If you guys can hear me, but I can't hear you at all.
Testing. Hi.
You still can't hear us?
Oh my God, this is so weird. I don't know what's happening. I'm glad you can hear me. No, it's not, because I even tested. I went to like YouTube and all kinds of things before I came back, and it's not. Oh, that's a good idea. Let me check the tab, because I don't think so though. No, it says sound.
Whee!
We're just doing this now. Watch that she'll leave again, though, and I'll have to do it all over again.
I'll be back.
Oh, she's full on that. Okay. So I'm not going to do that again. I'll do it as it comes up, because.
You know, where would we be without technical difficulties?
Yeah, it's I think it's part of it. It's part of the gig now at this point.
Life would be far too easy.
Like the universe is like, I'm going to give you time to wake up. And I'm like, well, as the one who has to fix the tech issues.
Yep. Oh.
That's not where I put you. I put you over there.
Cat goes, no.
Normally, if I put her back behind me on the back of the chair, she'll just lay down and nap.
Yeah.
But today, she's like, no, I will not be put into silence.
Yep.
One puts baby in a quarter.
Exactly.
Pretty much that, yeah.
This has become Azzy's routine lately, and it's murdering my productivity. Not really, because I could just put her down. But, like, I get my breakfast, I eat my breakfast. By the time my breakfast is done, she has stretched out the full length of my desk and goes to sleep for 3 hours. And so I have to work around her. Because I don't want to move her. She's sleeping, and she's really cute when she's asleep.
See, I'm just not that person. I move them.
Yeah.
I am, like, they're going to go back to sleep in 20 seconds. And I feel like after the havoc that they wreak on me at night when I'm trying to sleep, I just don't have it in me to care.
See, I think it's because I'm lucky that the havoc is being wreaked upon is Shannon. So because like he's by the window, so whenever she wants to get to the window when we're in bed, parkour. So I get to skip out on a lot of the "what do you mean you're keeping me up?"
Yeah, I don't get that. They will like have a knockdown drag out fight on top of me in the middle of it because they don't like each other most of the time. And so like they'll fight and like one of them will be laying on top of me and one will be laying on the pillow next to me. And then they'll both realize that they're both there, and then they start fighting on me in the middle of the night.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just move them usually. Which, you know, gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, man.
I think it's really like she has a cat bed like that's right next to my desk for the perfect so she wants to sleep near me, she can be in this little cat bed. It's like, well, in the summer, the desk is nicer. The desk is not comfy. I don't know how this works.
I have
Maybe the desk feels cool.
Maybe. Azzy, I'm gonna put the coffee cup on your tail. Stop.
anything but that, Mom.
Okay, Amara's not here to take advantage of her tree, so we're gonna plant Crystal's tree first.
Woo.
Look at you being special, getting to be first.
Oh my goodness. Regina, Amara was here. And then she couldn't hear us multiple times. And so she left. And hopefully she'll be back.
Do you ever just open your phone for something and then go, what was I opening my phone for?
Yes. Constantly.
Jinx.
Like, wait, you're saying people don't do that? Oh my, Azza! I'm reaching for my phone and she grabs my arm with both paws and goes, pet me.
Be my friend.
Riley used to, if I was holding my phone up and she wanted my attention, she'd be like, and this is me holding my phone, and she'd be like, and down.
Done.
She never really grabbed me with both hands unless she was pinning me to lick my hand.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, you cannot move. And I'd be like, well, actually I can. I'm just choosing not to.
Yes.
If I didn't move like forcefully enough, she would be like, oh, you're trying to move, and then pin me with all of her body, all 60% of her body weight.
Dude.
And I'd be like, oh, okay.
Oh, thank you, Azzy.
You two picked trees that matched. You picked the scarecrow and you picked the jack-o'-lantern.
This doesn't surprise me in any stretch of the imagination.
No, I'm like both my spooky ladies. Okay, Regina can hear us. Yes, that wasn't the problem. Amara couldn't. We're going to see.
Moment of truth?
I can hear you, and I know what the issue is, and it's really, really dumb.
What was it?
So I restarted my whole computer.
Oop. I'm sorry, that was me. I was switching scenes. Okay, I'm sorry. Amara, continue. What was the, according to you, dumb reason?
Hold on. What happened to Crystal? Because we broke Crystal.
No,
Crystal's really here.
No, I'm just saying she's laughing so much. I'm like, I don't know.
Because you started talking and then you were
started
gone.
talking, and then I switched the scene, and then you.
I didn't even know.
And I forgot that StreamYard. You had left StreamYard.
That is so funny. Okay, so I went into all the settings and I realized there's a little thing when you hit speakers. I don't even know what this is. Apparently, I still have like Microsoft Teams on my computer from I don't know why. And it was apparently making my speakers go through Microsoft Teams, which isn't even open on my, like, shouldn't even be open. I don't even know. I don't know why. And that's also on my computer. So like that makes no sense. So don't know why StreamYard wanted to do that. I think it might just be because I'm using Brave and I've only been using it for a few weeks, so I still don't know things, I guess.
Well, because that's why I asked, because in Brave, like Chrome, you can mute a certain tab, and when you go in to do that, it'll be like, do you want to mute the whole website? So if you had multiple YouTube tabs open, you could mute that specific tab, or you could mute all your YouTube tabs at once by accident if you click the wrong thing. And I know some people, when we're streaming, back when I used the typing ASMR timers instead of the silent Riley timers, people would sometimes, even my co-host would sometimes mute the StreamYard tab and then be like, oh no, you're not the only one, Crystal, and be like, oh no, we're back. And so I'd have to message people and be like, we're back.
Oh, that was funny. I don't know. Anyways, hello, hi. It's only 6 a.m. It's fine.
I know. Well, everyone else on screen was like, God bless you and Regina, because we would not. I like sometimes woke up at 5 a.m. for Brooks, by the Brooks, 5 a.m. live streams, but only when I was doing the 5 a.m. writer challenge at the start of like 2021. And beyond that, I was like, nah, I'll catch a replay.
Yep.
I mean, it's good though, because I need to get up because I have other things. Like, I think so. It just helps me like stay on like a schedule where I get up early. So it's fine. It's just like, are you kidding me? I actually woke up. I actually showed up. I actually got in here on time, and then I'm still not here on time.
Okay, Amara, would you like to introduce yourself? Also, because Amara is here, I am going to switch to her tree right now. But sorry, Crystal. We will get to yours.
It's all good.
Hello, I'm Amara Franklin. I'm a caffeine-addicted single mom who writes words, reads books, and talks to myself on the internet. And that's all the places that I do that.
Great. Crystal.
Hi, I'm Crystal. My channel is Crystal's Cluster, where I make a cluster of content ranging from whatever I decide to do at any given day. Mostly it's just live streaming, but I have plans, plots, and possibly even schemes. I'm also the author of a new adult secret lineage paranormal fantasy with vampires, werewolves, magic, and gods, and a woman who is thrown into a destiny that may or not be her own. I almost was able to finish it in one full sentence. Not inevitable. I'm just the bestie that Zara can't get rid of.
Oh. Am I here? Am I alive? Hello. I'm Jess from the Hex Library, where I post reading, writing, book, and planner-related content occasionally. And I have nothing. So
Also known as Jod in parts of the internet.
In certain circles, I am a deity. I have my own cult.
And I love that for you. And whenever you're available, I'm like, yes, I have Jess.
I have a cult deity. I'm not a cult leader, and it's not my cult. I just was taken in.
It was formed
their
around
deity.
you. It was formed around you.
I mean,
weird things happen sometimes,
Well, I mean, just like the, angry rice Mulan man, he's like, why is there a cult around me? And they were like, why wouldn't there be?
Right. Why not? Obviously.
Okay.
So no one's printing my picture on like Catholic candles yet. So
I know. The first time that happened, I was like, oh man, that's okay.
I mean, if you say it in front of the right people, though, Jess, it would happen just because of sheer pettiness.
Yeah, if you said it during a troublemaker stream, like in chat, everyone would be like, how is that oversight allowed? Someone
why did we not think of that?
Oh.
Okay, we're going to start the first sprint. Amar, you are going to disappear and I will add you right back in. This will happen every time I change a scene.
Whee!
Oh, good. Oh, I'm back. Yay.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to quickly just add you to the break scene so that when we give our updates, you don't start talking and you're not on screen.
Also, I love that my first tree is the one I planted this so much that it was already open on my phone, and then I had to put it add the thing to put the code. It's the same tree because it's my favorite.
Yeah. No, I like that. I got a notification. Brave browser has accessed your screen and system audio 1,113 times in the past 90 days.
That's how many times you streamed?
Damn.
Or have had video meetings, because I use StreamYard as basically Zoom.
Yeah.
Because I pay enough for it.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to full screen the Riley timer. Nope, I don't want to play the Riley timer yet, though. I want to verify that everyone who plans to be in the forest room is in the forest room. I will not be joining the forest room from my personal account, because the last time I did, my phone was like, oh, it was 180 minutes. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. And I tried to leave the room after it had finished, and it killed the tree for poor Regina. And I was like,
no. Oh, no.
Amara's in, Crystal's in, Regina's in. Jess, you don't use the forest app, correct?
Correct.
Okay, great. Is it raining outside? I didn't know it was raining today. Or that's just the AC going. Someone else's AC going. Okay, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. I have so much admin to do today, but all I want to do is crochet. How'd you do? Bless you, Mom.
Thank you.
I did good. I'm working on my book today, and because I'm doing finally like actually writing draft 2 instead of thinking about writing draft 2. And I wrote 266 words. So that's what I did. And I made coffee, and I changed my sweater, and I brushed my hair.
Nice.
I started working on chapter 13's edit, and I got 389 words, and I'm adding a sprinkling of sister drama into it, because that was one of the feedbacks that I got, was like, hey, where's the sister subplot? There should be the sister subplot. I'm like, you know what? I forgot the sister subplot. So we're both sisters are having hey, we should probably check on the other one here soon, but like stuff's still crazy, so like, should I? Is it appropriate if I do this right now? I should wait. She's probably like going through stuff, so I should. So like, it's that yeah. I'm having fun.
I made coffee. I gained a Raja.
Oh.
We're giving her butt pats, which makes her wag her tail.
So cute.
And I'm currently working on outlining. So I was doing some video research, trying to decide the best way to outline. You know, different stories require different forms of things. So research.
I need to research stuff for my novel. I just haven't, but I started running into things where I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. Even though like I outlined, I didn't do my normal chapter by chapter outline. Like I did Romancing the Beat and Save the Cat. And it still feels like this isn't enough of a guide for me. So I'm trying to figure that out.
I have a Romancing the Beat outline for this story, but I have decided that it's no longer going to be a romance. It's going to be more of like an early 2000s urban paranormal story with a romance subplot.
Nice.
So I'm having to like replot everything.
Yeah.
Like same characters, same basic endpoint, but more like mystery kind of things happening than just a romance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did I stop petting your butt?
How dare you? I finished the back fins for a turtle I was making my mom, and started a new project.
Oh my goodness.
I've just been making these like crazy since Riley passed away out of stress.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, I might message y'all and be like, y'all want some?
Need some little turtles.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
I seen a pattern the other day for like a crochet reusable bag, but you fold the netting into like a little stuffy. So you could just like carry like the little stuffy in your purse, and then when you need a bag,
If you find
this
this pattern, I need it.
That's ridiculous. And
I will look for it.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why this just came to my head. That bag is really cool, but then all of a sudden my brain was like, you know what would be the coolest thing is I don't think I could make this, but I would buy them from somebody that made it, or if it's like somebody's like, yes, I see them all over Etsy, because I have to keep fidget stuff in my purse for my kiddos all the time, like, but we lose them or they make noise or they start, but like a crochet like little fidget spit thing that they just kind of like move their little fingers from like one second, it'd be so cute. And it'd be really easy to hold in a bag and not take up space or be clunking into, because like they're so big and then they start clinking into stuff and then my purse is making noise. But like a little, that would be really cute. I don't know if somebody's made them or if you see them, but if anybody ever sees something like that on Etsy or know somebody that has made something like that, tell me, because my brain just thought of it and I can't.
Put stick on the keyboard, please.
Crochet fidget spinner pattern was an autofill.
Ooh, that's usually a good sign.
You know those like things that you turn and it makes different shapes?
Oh yeah.
Okay, apparently that's one. Then there's a basic disc where there's like, which seems like less of a challenge for me to try.
Like it's so
I'd make the rotating thingy
that's
for
cool.
you if you want. I don't think a
Okay.
Moby is interesting enough.
It's so funny with like my kiddos. They're so funny. Like I was out with we were out, I don't think a pizza place with my family one day, and they were just being so crazy. And I didn't have like a fidget spinner or anything. It was just like finding something in my purse, and there was like it was like from something that we had bought, like not a hanger, but it was like kind of like a little, like, you know, the little like plastic tags that kind of are like shaped like hanger thing. I had 2 of those in my purse, and I just handed them to them, and they just sat there like this, like just spinning it around. It was a little plastic tag. And my dad gave them entertainment for like an hour, and then they were over it.
Oh,
And
they
so-
have one with the 3.
Yeah, I was thinking like that it would look like it, but instead of actually spinning, they just like move it with their little fingers.
No, but I'm saying there are crochet patterns of ones that actually
like look, yeah. That's so cool. I love crafty people. Because
just the circle one is boring though, but the one with the 3 prongs and then
The 3 prongs
definitely
is
the
yeah.
I don't know how many pieces. Do you want like the 6 one or the
No.
3?
The 3 would be cute and easy, like easier, and like yeah, that would, my kids would just be like,
I don't know how big okay, hold on. The one with the 6 is like I think this big.
oh, that's very big.
But the one with actually it looks like the one with the 6 is also that big. It's unclear. No, I think the one with the 6 is just slightly bigger than your hand, which is crazy because that's more pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I'll make one of them or 2 of them and send them to you.
You are very sweet. Thank you.
Raja, wait.
Regina, did you make coffee as well?
Raja is currently playing with the banner scrolling across the bottom of the screen, as per usual.
As
She's gonna knock
always,
my screen
that.
over.
They're adorable.
It's her favorite toy.
It's great. I love that. I also transferred some videos over to my computer. Oop. Jess just went black. Oh, okay.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Oh yes,
Me
now's the
go.
perfect time. Take a bath. Absolutely.
So cute.
It's like I had to take a break. You know, hunting is hard. It's important.
She knows people are watching her, and so
Yep.
she's like, I wasn't doing anything. Look at me. I'm being good.
As it is the exact same thing. It's like, what do you mean? No pictures, please.
We were watching you being cute, and then you stopped.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't stop being cute, just changed. Okay, I'm going to share the next forest room code. Oh, you're so cute.
Their little bodies is so cute.
Okay, I guess you're done now.
Sorry, that was the old code. Oh, so cute. Scarecrow. Three Bravo. 3-5. Echo Hotel. 4 Sierra Golf. Crystals in.
Yeah.
Amara is in. Regina is in. Okay, great.
Yay.
I have to add Amara back to the screen.
Yay!
She's here. Okay, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. How'd you do?
I wrote the whole time. I only wrote 113 words, but it's very interesting because I'm basically rewriting. Like I'm only in like the first act of the first chapter because I redid the prologue. I don't even know, a couple weeks ago. But it's very interesting because it's like so much of what I wrote years ago is staying, but it's a completely different, like it's shifted a little bit, like what they're talking about, where they're going, like filling in little details. So I spent a lot of time like just staring at the computer, trying to like think through how to change it, if that makes sense. So it's very interesting. Editing is a very fun time where I'm like, I like this so much better, but I'm trying to figure out what I can copy and paste and keep the same. And then I'm like, cool, this is great. And then the next thing I know, I'm like, it's completely different. It's like that story of like, if you change every part of a hammer, is it still the same hammer?
But it's still a hammer.
It's still a hammer, yes. This is just a much better hammer so far.
Nice. I got 800 and no, that's wrong. Dyslexia goes, hi, how are we doing? That's 382 words. Still trucking along with the chapter and having a little bit of fun with magic and religion and stuff and things. And yeah, we're trucking along, doing the do.
Doing the do.
Yeah.
I legitimately just continued watching the video I was watching during the last break. So
Nice.
that was it.
Zara's muted.
It did finish. Not sure. Oh, I missed this.
Yeah.
I got that message at like 6 o'clock this morning, and when I looked at it, I had to Google because my brain at 6 in the morning was thinking Lauren Graham, and the person who sent it to me with like a happy face, and I was like, why are we happy about
Oh, okay.
that? So, yeah.
Fed dogs, got coffee. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to enter the next room. I need to go get the eyes and stuffing for this, but I'm making a bird with the heart, and it's my first time trying the pattern.
Oh.
And I followed the pattern perfectly, but because of it's crocheting in the round, it's not perfectly aligned.
Yeah.
But like, it's pretty dang good.
Yeah,
We're not professionals, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So good.
It gives it character.
Yeah.
I'm most impressed if people can do the crochets with the patterns and like the actual by the time it's done, it actually looks like something. And I just make blankets, and they're never straight. I make the joke constantly. I'm like, yeah, the blankets are straight, but that's okay because neither am I. So
I've heard you make it before, so I almost said it along with you. But, I need to go back to it.
I made a unicorn once. Actually, I've made a couple of them, but it's been, like 15 years since I made them. My nieces were very little. But I could never get the nose right on the pattern. Like, it just wouldn't work. And so eventually I just gave up and made it the way I thought it should look. Because I was like, I can't. This pattern it looks like a cow. And that's not a cow. It's a horse. Because it's a unicorn. And so I just gave up and made its nose myself.
But like the fact that you can do that is beyond me. Like I can't be like, oh, this looks wrong, so this is how it should be changed.
Oh, it took days to figure it out. Like you try it and then you're like, no, this isn't right. Next time I should put like an extra stitch here or whatever. And then it days to figure it out, but I didn't. And I was like making notes because I was like, the next time I make this, I want to know how I did it. So like you try
I
something
love
with your notes and you're like, that didn't work, so you scratch it out and then make new notes.
Yeah.
When I
That's
used to
cool.
work like in office, one of my really good friends, Quinn, she sat right next to me, and this was back in like 20. So sometimes I have to think like, where were we sitting? Because we would move like floors and like pods and teams so much. So it was like 2019, I think. And for my birthday, she made me this like scarf, and I love fingerless gloves, and so she made me gloves, and I still wear them all the time. But I remember her coming in with like her tape measure, and she was like, okay, stand up. And she's like measuring me because she knows like how, because she knows I love scarves like this. She wanted me to be able to like wrap it up, like have it down. So she's like measuring me and like wrapping it around my hands and taking measurements.
I
And
love
I'm wearing
that.
a headset on and like I'm talking to people, and she's just like measuring my hands. It was so funny. And I still have it, and it's so, I can't make anything, so I'm just sharing what my friend made me. But like this thing is so old now, and it still is like perfect. So all of you wonderful people that know how to make things, I am in awe of you, because I cannot make them. I can just wear them and enjoy them.
I'll be honest, I tried to learn to crochet when I was a kid, and I could never figure it out, like as a teenager, because I was trying to do it from a book, because that was all that existed back in the olden days. And I couldn't, like, I could chain from here to the other side of the planet, but I could never figure out how to turn to get to go the other way. I just could not figure it out. So it was probably like 15, 17-ish years ago when my nieces were really little. And I was like, I'm going to learn how to make a blanket. And YouTube existed. And so I watched a video and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. How did I not figure that out? I'm so dumb.
I learned from a book, but it was only because I'd already learned knitting from a person. But for some reason, my cousin who tried to teach me crocheting just didn't explain it well. And so I thought for a long time, like, okay, well, I can knit, but I can't crochet, and knitting takes forever, whereas crochet feels like it goes much faster. And so I was like, okay, I guess I just won't be a crocheter. And then Kate starts doing origami on her like vlogs, and I'm like, hold on, this is like small cute things, maybe I can try this. And I Google, and there's the Woobles, and it's like, we have the tutorials, and I'm like, okay, this might be the thing that like actually gets me crocheting, because even though I can understand it by a book, like this is actually to create stuff. So let's see.
So question, because my stepmom tried teaching me how to knit when I was like 13. I just cannot. But my best friend has got really, really, really into crochet, like really into it. You don't want to see her yarn collection. Okay. Like she'll talk about yarn the way I'll talk about anything. So like forever. And she says that crochet is easier than knitting. And I don't know if that's.
I think so, because you're only dealing with one hook. So like you don't need to deal with two needles. And also it doesn't have that annoying clicking sound of when the needles touch, which like was activating my misophonia, where it would be like every stitch. And some people would be like, oh, you just have to like go less fast. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to go less fast. I want to get this done.
The two hands, maybe that, because she keeps telling me like, oh, you can do it. I'm like, haha, no, I can't. You're funny. But maybe I could try, because the two hands thing is what gets me with knitting. And it's something like, I have no idea if it's just, I just can't, or if it does have anything to do with like, again, I have no idea if this is a real thing, but I know when I was at one of the boys, kind of like special education things, they're talking about how like with their ADHD, they have a hard time like crossing midline or like doing things like with two hands at the same time. I can't do that either. And I just thought that was just me. And now I'm like, I wonder if I can't do that either.
I also, because like I tried to learn to crochet or to knit even with video and couldn't do it. But I equate it to like, if you hand me an instrument, regardless of the instrument, like if it's a like saxophone, clarinet, things like that. Like I can play those easy, but I can't play a piano because it's doing two things at once.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing notes on a clarinet or a saxophone or whatever, you're using both hands, but they're using both hands to do one note. Like they're doing one thing. But when it comes to like doing two things with each, my brain can't figure out it's supposed to do both things at the same time. I can't play a piano. So I equate that to the same when it comes to like knitting and crocheting. Like I can
memorize a piano piece, but I never learned like how to just be able to like sight read because my fingers, like my right hand might be fine or my left hand might be fine, but then doing it
to do them together. Yeah, I can learn one side and I can learn the other side, but to play them together, I cannot. Like I've had lessons and my brain just doesn't. So
yeah. So Jess is the one who said that like learning crocheting through writing wasn't good for her, but I had said that someone tried to teach me and was really bad at teaching, and also failed to teach me guitar. So that person is like very talented, but isn't good at explaining stuff, which is ironic because now he's a teacher, but he teaches visual art and he was always good at explaining that. So like, fine. But yeah, with piano, it's like, it becomes muscle memory for me, but I'm not good at sight reading. And then even more so, my fingers aren't like cooperating, even if I'm like, I know what they're supposed to do. Whereas my mom can sight read and like just play a piece that she's never done before. She was also really good at just like reading Hebrew, not knowing what she was saying, but like being able to read Hebrew. So she's very good at like symbols and stuff. Yeah. And I think if she like applied herself to languages more, she'd be very good at that. Whereas for me, again, it's like all about memorization and like having to like slowly add stuff to my arsenal because I can't just do it like on the fly.
Other languages are a hot mess because I'm dyslexic, and so it's like,
yeah. I feel like it's like I struggle with like all of the above. Can't like languages and me no. Crocheting, I can only watch the videos. I cannot read the patterns. It's like reading music to me. I just see everything is just kind of like blobs in placement and I'm supposed to understand it and my brain goes, no, thank you. But like I used to be in choirs and stuff like that and it was like I heard the song and I could pull it.
Yeah, you could memorize it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I mimic the sounds. But it's like, don't ask me to read sheet music. My grandma keeps handing me crochet books. I look at her, start laughing.
Yeah.
I'll look it up
and
online.
Then this is only true if you're doing complicated patterns. But even then, like once you learn how to knit with a cable, you're just like, oh, that's just the third needle, which is annoying. But then you have these like needle caps to like prevent stuff from falling off. But like if you're just going back and forth and not changing anything, you don't need four hands. But you need to be able to hold two things in one hand while you're doing the yarn with one hand and then just constantly switching. So it kind of feels like juggling it in some capacity where something is always switching from one hand to another.
I'm with Amara's face on this one.
I know. I don't understand.
Oh my god! No wonder I didn't. There are certain things that people try to get me to do, like, try this, or we're gonna
like
this.
knitting. Knitting is complicated. No. It just works for my brain.
Skiing, did it one time. I was like 12 years old, went skiing with some friends. They're like, this is gonna be great. I have never skied since, and I'm 40. So there are a few things that people are like, you can totally do this. It'll be great. And I'm like, never again. Never again.
Thank you.
But like you're willing to try it once, which I think is great.
Yeah.
But I don't understand this because playing guitar also requires two hands.
Yeah, because that's another thing I can't do.
Yep. Nope. Tried guitar. I couldn't get my hands to like get the chords down and then
I would love to return to piano and to like actually learn guitar because so many people in my family can play guitar and play piano and some can just play one. But my mom can play both and I'm always like, it she also, I used to take piano lessons, but like I said, like I would just memorize the songs. But now it's been so long that like I'm not even convinced that I remember the ones that I learned. And each time I learned a new one, it would replace the memory of the old one. So it wasn't like, oh, I learned one song and then I added another song on top of it. Like, you know, okay, that gets shelved in my mental library and now I can do another thing. It would be like, no, if I learned Falling Slowly from once the musical, but then I learned Seasons of Love from Rent, like there is no more Falling Slowly in my brain. Like for piano, like singing wise and like hearing it, fine, but fingers on a keyboard, being able to do it, it's just like, what are you talking about? We never learned that. And I'm like,
What's
the point?
Especially Jason gets really frustrated trying to like learn different instruments and stuff because he really wants to be able to play instruments. But like, and his brain is so, we can listen to a song in the car one time. Yeah. I've never heard it before. He's never heard it before. It's just like the Apple Music just randomly played it. 3 weeks later, I'll be sitting here and he'll be doing something and I just see him like on the floor with those little Hot Wheel cars and he's humming a song and I'm like, what is that? Or I'll come up and be like, Mom, what song is this? And he'll start like humming it to me and he's got the entire thing and I have to sit there and think and I'm like, and then I hear the lyrics in my head. So we'll like look it up to see if I'm right. And he can do that from listening to it one time and then 3 weeks later, it's just he's just humming it. But then when he goes to actually play notes on the instruments that he's learning in school, like it's tricky for him. And I think that's because of the whole, his brain is moving too fast. His brain has already learned it and he knows what's going on and he knows
that's what happens with me. And you get frustrated.
His fingers can't keep up. And then one finger might be able to play where the other one can't. And he gets really frustrated.
Yeah.
He's always wanted to learn how to play the cello though. So we bought him a violin and then we kept forgetting to do his lessons because I can't afford lessons, like because violin lessons are expensive. So we found like YouTube, but we need to like make it a more consistent thing because that is one that he picked up on that a lot faster than he picked up on the flute, like a lot faster. So
have you tried percussion instruments like drums, things like that?
No, because those I live in a duplex. But that might be good.
Kids whose brains operate really fast do really well with drums.
I think Jessie would be really into drums.
That's true for my cousin. But when I tried drums, couldn't do. There's something about, I think with like knitting, crocheting, yarn crafts, a bunch of other things that like use two hands, I can see if something is wrong. But if I make a mistake with music, I hear it and it just pisses me off because of my misophonia. And I'm like, then I just like want to quit, which is not good.
I think that would be a good thing. So I have twins. So I think that would be a good one. I think that would be good for Jessie. What's great is they're going into the middle school. I can't. They're going to be 12 in less than 2 weeks. Okay. I can't. I know. It's crazy. Sarah's face right now. Cause
because I remember when they were little.
They were like
babies, but when they were little.
Yeah, they were like 5 when we met. Something like that. Yeah, they were about 5 when we met. Yeah, so they're gonna be 12. They're starting middle school and they had to like kind of go through all the different electives and they had to like rank what they want. They did what was really great is this year they had, even though they're at the elementary school, they had a beginner band program at the middle school for the younger kids to kind of get them used to it. And it was great for me because I got to drop them off earlier. So I work from home. So it was great. And then they just bus them back to their school. But that's how they did band. And they were considering doing it again. But when they found out they'd have to redo the entire course that they already did, they were kind of over it. And that's
annoying
that they could pick. One of Jessie's top picks, though, was music appreciation. And I think that would be perfect for him.
I love music appreciation. And, like, the thing about chords is, again, like, I know how they go together. My hands don't. But I'll be able to hear. There was a song, and I was like, oh, this is a sample of this. Or there are, like, 2 musicals that I really love, and they literally end on the same choral note. And my mom was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And they were things that we'd heard a million times. But there was just one day where my brain clicked and was like, oh my God, this is like the same. And I'm like, huh, you know, and, or I'll hear things that are related to each other. So Alex Lackamore, who's the music director for Hamilton, In the Heights, basically everything Lin-Manuel has ever done, he's the one who like orchestrates it for all the different instruments and stuff. But he also did, I don't know if all Pasek and Paul stuff, but he did Dear Evan Hansen, which I have so many problems with, but that's not the point of this. And at the start of the opening number, there's like a vamp of music at the start before Ben Platt starts singing. And I'm like, this is from The Wizard and I, from Wicked. Like, this is from The Wizard and I. And I looked it up, and his first job was at Wicked as the assistant orchestrator, or that's not the term. But like, and I was like, see, like I didn't know that, but I was like, this is from Wicked. And, you know, almost everyone in musical theater today has been inspired by Stephen Schwartz. So I was like, not surprised there, but I was like, this is it. And I was like, are you sure? And I'm like, it is exactly the same. My mom has a good ear, but I don't know that she's like literally listening to the chords while listening to a song. I think she pays attention to the chords if she's learning it. Whereas I'm like, my brain won't shut up about it, where it'll be like, oh, here's a pattern recognition thing. And I'm like, can I just like enjoy the song? Like, this is cool too, but like sometimes I don't want to break down a song.
Sometimes I'd like to just hear it and be like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm just going to quickly switch to the Sprint 3 thing so I can add Amara back, but then I will share the code.
I just have to say, I'd say probably 90% of the people in my life are some form of neurospicy, and it makes me really happy, but it also makes me like actually really sad for neurotypical people because we're so much fun and like our lives are so rich. Like, and I just feel like neurotypical people it just makes me sad because like they don't have these weird conversations like offshoot of all these amazing creative places that our brains go. And I don't know, we're just more fun.
But I will say that sometimes I do wish I had a neurotypical brain where I could just learn something.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, here are all these tangents. I'm like, okay, that is a cool theory or that's a cool rabbit hole, but can I like learn the thing first?
Yep. I would like a neurotypical's focus. That would be...
Well, because like if I'm hyper-focused, which is a neurospicy thing, I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
But then it comes at the cost of remembering to eat and other things, and then I'll get a headache. Yep. And I'm like, that's not cool.
Yep.
So obviously, I'm much better at that now, thanks to medicine and therapy and a bunch of things. But I was just like, sometimes I would like to get from point A to B in the shortest distance, which is a straight line, which is really hard for a neurospicy person.
Yep.
Medication does help, except mine makes me forget to eat because it actually makes my hyper focus, I feel like, worse with like, I don't know, boring things like work. But then I've had to set timers to remind myself to eat because if I don't, I'll just be like working and then I'm like, why am I so cranky? It's 2:00. Oh, because I didn't eat anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yours lets you focus on the stuff you need to. And for me, because I'm constantly switching tasks, like I'm able to focus to do them, but there are so many more task switches. But instead I'll just be like, oh, I'll just do one more thing and then I'll eat. And then I forget.
I was like, I was talking to one of the other local authors in my area, and he is like, he did blacksmithing for a while. He's a prop maker. He makes his own clothes. Like he has a short list of all these hobbies. And I'm sitting here going,
we're gonna start at the 45-minute mark. I'm just watching the time. But keep going.
It was like, how do you? Because like, well, just, designate like this chunk of time for A, B, C, D. And I'm like, if I don't work on something for at least 3 hours, my hyper focus does not kick in and I cannot get the work done. I cannot switch tasks. It has to be this day.
I've trained myself that if I get past 25 minutes, I can then hyper focus for like 2 to 3 hours, but that's not always a good thing. Because sometimes I'll just be like, I'll just do this one task at risk of everything else. And I'm like, uh-oh.
Yep. You know, spicy's fun, y'all.
It really is.
Except when it's not.
Exactly.
Very hard. Air quotes.
Okay. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity, everyone. I need to eat breakfast. Speaking of eating, my mom brought it to me, which is very nice of her. How did people do?
I don't know what I did here. I have like a little portable monitor thingy, like to put with my computer, and for some reason now I cannot figure out how to switch the browser back over. So I'm just gonna set this in the center, and not be looking this way to look at you guys. I actually wrote / copy and pasted quite a bit of words. I'm now at 766 or 7, I don't know, 7 something. I'm at 760 and I was at 366. So I think I'm breaking stuff. So I wrote / copy pasted and deleted and changed 394 words.
Nice. I got 485-ish or so words. I've already forgotten, and I just looked. It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. This chapter's sitting at 1,700 words so far, and I've got a few paragraphs. I've got a couple of pages left. Okay, a lot more than I thought. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is fun. Cleaning up a bit of mess. That there was like one sentence wasn't worded right, and it's a dialogue sentence. So changing the dialogue sentence is changing the entire flow of the conversation.
I finished the video I was watching, and then I accidentally went on a side quest. I went to look up a old folder and ended up reorganizing my Google Drive and deleting a bunch of stuff.
I mean, that's productive.
Yeah, it wasn't what I was going for, but like once you're in there and then you're just like, well, I'm here. And then.
Yeah. I need to delete screenshots from my computer because there are just way too many and so many that I don't need anymore. And then more importantly, though, I have to delete old emails, especially to the old email address, which is taking up space for like the disk space of the website and my current email for the business. And so like eventually at the end of this year, I'm going to stop paying for the secondary email, but I need to like unsubscribe from things that I don't want going to the old email, but change it to the new email. And then certain things that I'm just like, no, delete, unsubscribe. So I don't have to keep doing this every week where it built up.
I've been telling myself for so long I need to get an external hard drive, but I'm like, I feel like I had one. And I found it like 4 days ago in a box. And I got really excited thinking that because this is so long, there was going to be so much cool stuff on here. There was literally the clips from one video that I did 4 years ago. It was a very long video and there was lots of clips. That's all that was on it. I got so excited thinking I was going to go on like this massive like quest of finding all these old photos and videos from like my kid. There was nothing on it, but it does have a terabyte of storage, and now I don't have to spend money.
A terabyte is nice. This is 2 terabytes because there's way too much stuff, and I figured like rather than buying another one,
wherever mine is, it also is 2 terabytes. I think it's hooked in, possibly, maybe.
Like if I don't fill it all with inimitable stuff, I can then also put my personal writing on it. But yeah.
Hey, mine is plugged in. Look at that.
During that sprint, I added the eyes, I stuffed it, I finished the body, but instead of continuing on this, I was like, I should eat breakfast. So I got halfway through breakfast and was watching an old kid video, of course.
Food.
Morgan came in. Regina put lidocaine everywhere.
Yes, I'm so excited. It said that it was going to be cloudy, so I thought that cloudy would also mean cold because yesterday was 96 degrees and I was outside for most of the day doing a bunch of yard work. It's not going to be, at least it's not in the 90s, but it's still going to be like 86, 87 degrees today. And I was like, I thought it meant cold because I still have more yard work to do and I have a barbecue to go to because my mom's apparently moving. I don't. It's
Is-
good for me. It's
Is your
good.
dad also moving?
No, so my parents are divorced. So my dad and stepmom are staying put, but my mom is moving to
Oh,
Northern
sorry. I was
It's
like,
okay.
I know your dad is married, and I forgot it was to a step.
It's okay. I talk about my stepmom more often, just because we see her more. But yeah, my mom just like she didn't call everybody. She called everybody like individually. It is like, so I'm moving. I don't know where. I'm just gonna get in the car and I have a few places in mind and I'm gonna stop when I find the place that I feel like is my home. And I'm like, I really love this for you. And I told her she was basically living out like a cozy book. Literally, like this is the plot of like every Hallmark Christmas movie and like cozy book. So yeah. And then she got in the car and she had a list of places she wanted to kind of go check out. She found the place that felt like home, and so we're going to her going away barbecue today.
Nice.
Yeah. And I had to do a bunch of yard work yesterday because our hot water heater flooded.
Oh.
At 10 p.m. Here, I'll show you.
Oh boy.
I think I can show it to you. I get a text because I'm in a duplex that's like an old house from my neighbor behind me at like 10 p.m. the other night. It was like, hey, do you know the water pressure is like off or anything? I was like, or like seems low or anything. I was like, oh, I don't know. Let me go look. And then I was like, yeah, a little bit. She's like, I wonder if there's a leak. And then it's outside of the house, so please ignore all the gross bugs and dirt. But that's like a shed outside. And I don't know if you can see the water just pouring out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go do a bunch of yard work so that way it's hot and uncomfortable, and then it'll feel nice to take an ice cold shower.
Hey, he's here. One of our authors. Yay. Forest Room code is ready to go. This will be our fourth and final sprint. I've had it really easy this morning, so I think my goal for this sprint is to finish breakfast, but also try and get my writing in for the day. But I definitely need to look at my outline first. Or outline more. I don't know. The actual writing might happen later today. Hey, I don't remember if you enter forest rooms. But I do know that Regina is not yet in the forest room.
There was a bug on my neck.
Okay, Regina's in. We'll start the sprint. No, Regina, I figured. But until I see you, regardless of how much lag you're on, I don't start the room. And like sometimes there's a delay with you entering the room and it actually showing up on my end. But if there's a lag for you to get the code, then you're not going to be in the room for me to see that you're in the room to start. So it's really all about the lag between this stream and you seeing it. Okay, I'm going to assume Kay isn't doing the forest room. So in 3, 2, 1, happy productivity, everyone. That was our final sprint. Regina said in between the last live stream and this one, she got 8 more chapters of her synopsis done and wrote a new chapter on the romance. So Regina's just killing it. Whereas I played a phone game this whole time. I did nothing. After this live stream ends, I will do some book editing and then my own writing and other stuff. But I didn't work this live stream. Mara, you're muted.
I am at I can do math right. 817 words for that sprint, but most of them I just copied because I fixed enough stuff before that the rest of the scene works really well. I just had to like
Yay! I love that.
Which is really fun because so much of like the first act has been really well done, but it's like I'm shifting things where I'm kind of like merging different events so that way the inciting incident happens a little bit faster, and instead of like spreading out and having this big conversation happen at a party the next day, I'm just having it happen in the first scene or like the first chapter, and making it a daytime thing. So there's a lot of like twisting and tweaking, but then this whole chunk of like dialogue is exactly how it needed to be. So I just get to like copy and paste it. So sounds like I did more work than I did.
But you did work, and it's like going well. Which is great.
It's very nice. Being able to actually like see the story coming together in the way that it's been in my brain is really fun.
Oh, that's awesome. I got a couple hundred more words. I didn't actually look because I looked at how much word I'm at 1,500 words for the day. I'm probably stopping here because my grand wants me to help her in the garden this afternoon, so I'm probably not going to get any other words. So one of these days I will be able to finish a chapter in a day. But I've been having to like separate it. So we're trucking along. I got distracted because I was really hungry and decided to look at my phone as well. So that probably helped.
I did some writing plot down on Post-it notes thing because I need to figure out where everything's going to go. Because right now it's just a hot mess. So I got my giant whiteboard out.
Nice.
And I'm prepared to start putting plot points in probably this afternoon.
Nice. Nice.
Very exciting.
We hope.
Well, progress.
Don't do it, Raja. Don't do it. Oh, what did you do?
There's no ticker this time.
She walks across the laptop keyboard to get over here, so.
No.
Which means she, hits lots of buttons and all that fun stuff.
Did you lose any work?
No, I don't have anything open right now. Not on the open page. I do that on purpose. Close all the windows so when I start talking and she comes to play, there's nothing there for her to ruin.
Okay. Yeah, you plan ahead.
I'm used to living with her. It's been 3 years. She's my demon spawn.
I do that whenever I do art stuff. I create a layer specifically for when she eventually wants to try to play with the laptop or the iPad when she jumps on my desk. So it's like, yep, no, this is the cat layer. And then when she goes, I leave that layer and get back to what I was doing.
Good plan. Thank you to everyone who is here. And I will be... Nice. 255 more words for the day.
Yay.
And then, of course, more words a day would be nice. But you're close to your goal. I will be streaming on Twitch tomorrow. And it was supposed to be at 2 p.m., but now it's going to be 3 p.m. But it's going to look like a YouTube stream because Kate isn't doing her stream tomorrow because she's a guest on ours. So I'm going to set it up through StreamYard so it can be on her YouTube and her Twitch and our Twitch, and maybe even our YouTube as well. I don't know. Because I know that a lot of people have really liked her dual streaming on YouTube and Twitch, not just on Twitch. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. And I will see you all next time. My co-hosts are linked in the description down below. Bye, everyone.